Bop, hop, hop, bop, human now, bop. Okay, that was a bit intense. Hi, everybody, it's Jared Johns, and I am here in my bed for some pillow talk. I am going to sleep early tonight, or I'm going to attempt to, but I wanted to do a video because, as I had promised, I'm going to do a video, try to do a video every single day if I can, and hey, it's another day. So I wanted to do I like go through my day like, what am I gonna do a video on today? And sometimes I have it like it's like really easy and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it, we got it, we're good to go. And then sometimes I don't. But I just like 3 minutes ago had a video idea and I was like, I should do a hate love video or a love hate video and talk about the things that I love and the things that I can't stand, like that drive me nuts. So, um, and what brought this up was that someone was watching my videos and he was like, "Why?" Or he was like, "Do you?" Oh, I was like, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm on YouTube. I'm actually watching videos now." And he was like, "Oh, are you watching your own videos?" And I was like, "No, I don't do that." And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, because it's weird. And I hate watching myself. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. I can't handle hearing my voice. I don't. It's annoying to me. It is so annoying to me. Like, um, if I like leave a voicemail for someone and then they like are like playing it, I I just I'm like, no, please don't play it. That's annoying to me. I don't want to hear my own voice. I don't want. No, let's not do that. Um, and then watching my videos on YouTube, like sometimes I have to, in order to like reply to a comment that anybody leaves, I have to go to the video, and as soon as like, because that's the only way to do it, and as soon as like I go to the video and it pops up, I'm like, hit pause, 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 stop, stop, pause, and try to get it to stop so I don't have to hear myself or see myself talking, and then I'll respond to the comment and then go on about my day. But I can't handle um, my recorded voice. I can't handle seeing me on video. I did a presentation for school last semester and did a video to as the presentation, and it's actually on here. The video is on YouTube, and I had to stand in front of the correct class, and I just cringed the whole time. Like I had my face like facing the board that was where it was like playing. Hey, Tyler, hello. TPAR69 says hello and hi, how are you? But I like had my face facing that and I was like cringing the whole time, like listening. I don't want to hear my voice on a loudspeaker. I don't want to hear it quietly. I just don't want to hear it. It is so annoying to me. Um, Let me think. Something else I hate. Have you guys ever had, um, no, anchovies on pizza? Um, Tea Parsec said, my allergies are killing me, by the way. Or how about you? Oh, I'm good. Getting ready for bed. Well, I'm about to go to sleep. I have to be up early in the morning. But anchovies on pizza. Like, I was like, oh, well, Ninja Turtles have anchovies on pizza. We're at a pizza place, me and a friend, and um, they one of the options for the toppings was anchovies, and I was like, I could do that. I could do anchovies, and um, so I ordered pizza with anchovies. It never again. It was so disgusting. It was like salty fish, and it was weird. And I was like, my idols, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, do it. They love it. I can do this. I got this. And no, I don't. It's disgusting. It's so salty. I was like spitting it back out. It was disgusting. So that's something I hate. Um, Something I love is German chocolate cake. I think I've talked about it in videos before. I love German chocolate cake. I have it once a year around my birthday. Well, on my birthday. And then usually around my birthday because the cake usually lasts a few days. But German chocolate cake is amazing. I love Coca Cola, but I try not to drink it because it's not good for you. Um, but yeah, I love Coca Cola. I love coffee. I drink coffee in the morning, sometimes into the early afternoon. I am addicted to coffee. Yeah, and I love. I can't drink like black coffee. I have to have like sweet, some kind of sweet creamer. Usually it is like the creamer I use, an International Delight. Um, Simon says, "Morning from UK." Hi, Simon. Good morning. Um, is a International Delight. Shoot, Almond Joy. I love the Almond Joy. I really have a thing for coconut, apparently, coconut and chocolate. But Almond Joy creamer in my coffee is amazing. I love Starbucks. However, like if you ever met me, you would think, oh well, he just really loves Starbucks. I like coffee shops, and honestly, I would rather go to a mom and pop coffee shop than to go to like Starbucks or some kind of like name brand. But I usually end up going to Starbucks. And Starbucks isn't even my favorite, um, like franchise or whatever you want to call it, like chain. My favorite chain is actually Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, and but those are only in certain areas. So and we don't have them here, sadly. But I love caramel lattes from the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. It's so good. Jim says hi. Hi Jim, welcome back. Um, Let me think. What else do I love? I love Blackish on TV, the TV show Blackish. It gets me going. I love Modern Family. I like Broadway shows. However, I've only ever been to see one Broadway show, and I've seen it, the same one, two or three times now, Wicked. But I want to go see more Broadway. I love Disney. I could probably make a 3-hour video talking about Disney and how much I love Disney, the animated feature, the normal movies, the live action movies, whatever, the parks, um, everything about Disney. I just love Disney in general. Um, what else do I not like? Oh, I hate early mornings. However, if I get enough sleep, then I'm okay. If I don't get enough sleep, I really hate early mornings. I am more of a night person. Would rather stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning than wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, love Oprah. I think she's so inspirational, but I like her. Like I don't feel like she is really inspirational. I like what she does. She is like a bridge for like connecting people to great things, and I like that about her. So, um, Oprah. I love Apple, the brand. I prefer Apple over any other as far as like tech brand. And actually, it kind of drives me nuts, and it's frustrating to me whenever I text somebody that has an Android phone and my message turns green instead of being blue, blue or gray, whatever it is. Instead of being what color I'm used to it being, it's just like, I don't know, it's agitating to me for some reason. It probably shouldn't be. It's like a small thing, but yeah, I don't like math. I cannot stand doing math. Like I get like understanding and needing to understand like basic math, but I hate like the algebra and calculus and all that. I don't get it because it's not like something I personally would use in my everyday life. I haven't used it in my everyday life, and I don't think I ever will. But hey, people have to know it, so yeah. Um, what else? I love Ellen DeGeneres. Think she is amazing. Um, Very inspirational, just because of her story and what she had to go through whenever she came out, and how she just got back up and went for it again in a different way and made it work. Um, what else? I love cuddling. I'm actually in a really cuddly mood right now. I was gonna do a video just talking about wanting to cuddle, but I was like, that sounds really desperate and really sad. But it's like raining out. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can really even see that, but it's like raining out. So it's like I open the window and I'm just like, I wish I had someone like right here on my chest, like cuddling. Plus, it was kind of a long day, and I had to be up somewhat early and didn't have much sleep. I kept on waking up um, all throughout the night for whatever reason. Um, and I had to pee like 5 times. Like you guys probably think because of the videos, all I ever do is pee, but I had to pee like 5 times last night, um, which is crazy. Yeah, I wish that. Yeah, I wish there was like somebody right here, just like cuddling, and then going to sleep. Like, and I could actually do real pillow talk. Oh, I miss it. I miss the pillow talks. Bring me a man, bring me any man to cuddle and pillow talk, and I will be happy. I'm just kidding, not any man, but the right person would be great. I do miss it a lot. And then our love hate video becomes a Jer needs to cuddle video. That's fun. So whenever these lights first got hung up, I hated them. I was not a fan, but my ex really wanted them up, and so I loved him to death. So I was like, "You can do whatever you want to do," and he did. And since then, and since he's left, I've had, I guess, many opportunities to take them down, but I actually maybe loved them all along. I don't know. I know I love them now. I think they're cute. Um, I do worry because I don't know that a 33-year-old man should have lights hanging up on his wall like that. Maybe I should have like framed art or something, but it is what it is. I'm happy with it. I'm also sleeping with Duffy, so and Duffy, yay! I have Duffy to cuddle with. We're good. What else do I love? I like the sight of snow. I don't like the feel of snow. I hate the feel of snow. I hate how cold it is. It just, it's not good. It's not good at all. Um, like my nipples get hard just thinking about, and it like hurts just thinking about the snow. But I like the look of it. Simon says lights as lovely. I think so too. I like it. Um, I love um, I love people who are confident. So if we talk about relationships or guys that I would be into, guys that are confident really get me going. I love confidence in a guy or anybody. I think that's just an attractive trait, like in anybody, to be confident. I like people who stay or mostly stay positive. I don't think it's possible for somebody to stay positive like nonstop, but I like positivity. I like people who are positive. I hate drama. I can't stand drama. It will drive me up the wall if I have to deal with drama like too constantly. I can't handle it. So usually someone who can stay positive and has a positive outlook on life wins major brownie points with me, and has more of a chance of connecting. Um, I have discovered recently that I love geeks. I love geeky people who are into like geek things, or I guess there's that are not necessarily geek things, that are just passionate about something. I like people who have a passion for life or for something in life. I guess usually though geeky things like Star Wars or Marvel or um, uh, Tyler says I'm always positive but always sarcastic. Sarcasm's good. I'm pretty sarcastic too. Um, but yeah, geeky, like nerdy things are really cute. I love it. Um, Let me think. What else do I love or hate? I love mushrooms, whereas most people don't, or a lot of people don't like mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love broccoli. I um, love pizza. I could eat pizza like every day. I think it wouldn't be good for me, but I can do it. My favorite, like American, I guess, food would be like hamburgers. I love hamburgers. I love Red Robin. Red Robin is my favorite restaurant. However, Fuddruckers gives it a run for its money. Um, I love to travel. I love being on an airplane. I love like the excitement of like going somewhere. I like road trips. I haven't been on a road trip in a really long time, but I love road trips. I love being outdoors. I love fishing. I haven't been fishing in a long time either, but I also love camping, and I haven't been camping in a long time. Um, I hate negativity, which would be the opposite of like the loving positivity. I hate negativity. I can't handle someone who is just constantly negative. It gets me and it really brings me down. Let me think. I love New York City. Love LA. um, I don't know. I love meeting new people just in general, not like just the dating thing, but just love meeting new people. That's always exciting for me. New experiences. Love new experiences. Love to read. Love to write. Love YouTube. Love getting on here. Actually, I always look like I think I say this all the time, but I really love getting on here and doing YouTube videos. I don't know. It's like one of the most exciting. It is the most exciting part of my day usually. Unless I'm meeting some hot guy, then it's like, oh, well, YouTube kind of takes a backseat, but it's okay. They can do that for a day. um, what else? I. What else do I love? I'm thinking, what do you guys love? What do you. Simon says, love the live thing. It's great. It really is. And um, I really I would prefer doing the live thing over uploading videos. For a while, I was kind of like iffy about it, and I was like, I'm gonna do half and half, or I'm gonna mainly do uploaded videos. But I actually prefer the live thing because I get to talk to you guys, and I get interaction in the moment instead of comments that I might not remember to respond to. I'm not always great at responding to comments. But here I can do it like right in the moment, and that makes it so much easier. And then plus, like whenever I'm uploading videos, those videos are I don't usually do much editing to them anyway, so they might as well have been live. Um, yeah, I agree. I like the live thing a lot. Let me think here. What else do I love? I love Duffy, obviously. He's like here with me every single night. This thing, this thing, this bear went. Someone asked me last night, the other night, doesn't matter. Someone asked me the importance of Duffy, and I was like, well, I hate to say this, but for one, it came from my ex, and that's really important. And I had to explain, I'll always love my ex, and like we don't talk right now or whatever, but I will always have a love for him. It may not be in love, and we may not be in a relationship, but I will always love him. And so, getting this from him is important. But then it's also really important because this thing, like, not actually this one, but Duffy, this is actually his. I took his and gave him mine, but my Duffy had been with me through like all of my journey, like while I was traveling. It was, Jim says, is Duffy a bottom? That's actually a really good question. I am going to show you something. Is Duffy a bottom? I would say that this one is a top, and then my Duffy, the one that Stafford has, at least I think he still has, maybe, I don't know, is probably a bottom. We're debating stuffed animals preference in bed. That's crazy. So, something I don't think you guys have seen is this. So this is, well, that's Duffy, and that is Shelly Mae. Shelly Mae is also a Disney bear, but the female version, obviously, of Duffy that came out, I believe, either in Japan or China, but I think Japan. There's also like a stuffed cat or dog or something that I haven't ever seen or bought, of course. But yeah, so I have Shelly Mae. Stafford and I got Shelly Mae together. This is actually Stafford's Duffy, which he had for a couple of years. And then there's my Duffy, which Stafford has, which is the Duffy that he got me. Not Christmas this last year, and not Christmas the year before, but the Christmas the year before that. which almost seems impossible because I've been here. Okay, sorry. I have been here for 2 Christmases, and maybe it is possible. Yeah, it would be possible because we were together for 2.5 years, and yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway, whenever he came out to Disneyland, whenever we met up at Disneyland, whenever I was traveling on my journey, the Duffy that he gave me is the other Duffy. But I don't remember what my story was anyway. In that video, actually, I found out I think is still on here. So, yeah. Yeah. This is actually, I think this week marks like 2 years since I had come, not to Orlando to live, but to visit and go to Disney World with Stafford. And it was actually the first, I think it's the first time the Duffys actually were together. So that's cool. Yeah, so good times. What else do I love? Stroganoff. I love stroganoff. Beef stroganoff is amazing. It's one of my favorite dishes to make and one of my favorite dishes to eat. I love biscuits and gravy, which is also one of my favorite dishes to make and eat. I only have like a limited like variety of food I can make that I know the recipes by heart, and biscuits and gravy, beef stroganoff, meatloaf, lasagna, spaghetti. I guess there's actually a lot more, but we're not going to go through them all. Simon says, where is the best place you have lived? The best place I have lived. That's a hard one. Okay. I'm going to like cry on this video, I think. It's not good. That's not a good question. Okay, so best city that I lived in, because of the city itself, was New York. The best place that I've ever lived, up until the separation or whatever, the breakup, was here. It was because I felt like, that's an emotional question, and I know it wasn't intended to be, because I felt like I had like, I don't know, I felt like I lived with my best friend. Ken says, how about the worst? So yeah, the best place that I lived, not because of the city, would be here whenever Stafford was here, because it was like living with my best friend, and like we had bad times, but we had really amazing times too, and it was good. And so, but probably the worst place I've ever lived, with, if you take that out, would be Cougar says, toughen up, princess. Thanks so much. James. I need to toughen up. But the worst place I've lived would actually, I would say, it'd be Orlando, but I don't think it is actually. Where I have lived, and there's like things I like about places I've lived, and there's things I don't like. The situation that I find myself here in Orlando with, like trying to just get by, makes it kind of tough. Like I feel like Orlando's a place you should have a car, and I don't. And so, yep. Like Jim says, Orlando is tough to live without a car, and that's exactly right. That's what I was going to say. Orlando, being here without a car, makes this city bad for me, but I don't think it's a bad place to live. I think that it's just hard. Like the public transportation here really is bad. Um, Cougar says your experience and choices in life forms who you are. It's exactly true. Um, and So I don't think that Orlando is really bad, but public transportation is kind of bad. Um, it it can take like 2 or 3 hours to get to Disney on like a bus, and it's a 30-minute drive. So it's like I feel like that's really bad. Um, but you just make the best of wherever you're at and make it work. But if I were to rank it, I think the situation I find myself in here makes Orlando bad for me, but it's not a bad city. I don't think it's a bad city at all. It's actually great because you can meet people from all over the world who travel here to go to the different theme parks or just a vacation in general. So, yeah. Um, the Simon says, "Did you like living on the streets in New York City? Did I like it? I It was challenging, but I wanted it to be challenging. Um, there was like I don't know if you know the history of it. If you go like even there's videos on here from then. Um, I made that choice to go and live on the streets because I wanted a different perspective on life, and so I didn't like it. I wouldn't say I liked it, but it was challenging, and oddly enough, that made me like it because I got to see like a different side of myself, and I got to see what I was made of, and I got to push myself to have different experiences, and I met people that I wouldn't have otherwise met, um, and got to like it was freeing. It was freeing on so many levels. Um, Jim says, "Do you live far from Pulse? Have you been?" Um, Pulse is kind of close to downtown. Um, I haven't been to stop by. Uh, I have a friend that is actually a survivor from Pulse from that night. Um, and I don't know. I don't want I don't really want to go down there. I think that the princess side of me would come out. I think I would cry a lot. That experience was just it was so close to home, and um, I remember like waking up and like for some reason I woke up pretty early, and it was like 6 o'clock, and I looked at my phone and had a notification, like a news notification, that Pulse in Orlando everything had happened, and Stafford was like laying beside me, and I remember just like looking over and just being thankful that neither of us happened to be there, and then being really sad about the people who had been there, and it's just so close to home. It's like right here, and I just like I woke him up and just hugged him like really tight and kissed him, and then he was like, "What's going on?" And um, I explained everything to him, and then he looked at his phone, and um, then like next thing we know, his mom is calling like over and over again on both of our phones, and like making sure that we're okay and that everything is fine, and um, yeah, it was a it's really it was so close. It's so close to like here that it was tough to like think about, to experience, to know that that happened like right here. But I haven't gone down there. I have driven, um, rode in an Uber, and then driven with Stafford past there. But I think it would be sad. I think I don't know. I haven't. I don't know. I hope that answers the question. It's so peaceful here right now. I love it whenever it rains, and I can just open the window, and it's just breezy and get to listen to it rain. And the crickets or the bullfrogs or whatever the noises, the natural noises of animals outside is just beautiful. Simon says, "I hate the rain." I mean, I don't really like being out in it. Sometimes I do, though. Like, if it's been hot, I don't mind it. and it gets pretty hot here. So, um, what are like some of your favorite breakfasts? What do you have for breakfast in the UK? Like, I feel like we don't. Simon says rains a lot here. I believe it. I feel like we don't have much to eat for breakfast here, which I've been kind of like complaining about a lot because I eat a lot of pancakes and a lot of waffles, and it's the same mix, and then there's like biscuits and gravy and eggs and bacon and sausage, but I don't and grits. Does anybody like grits? Um, Oatmeal. Cougar says I love the rain. It is so peaceful and beautiful. It really is. Like I love it at night. I think it's stopping raining here right now, but I wish it would just rain all night. However, I wish that it would stop about the time that I wake up to go get on my bike to ride my bike cuz I don't want to ride the bike in the rain. Porridge. I've never had porridge. Jim says we could use rain here in Fort Lauderdale. Has it been dry? So it hasn't rained here in a while, and then it was supposed to rain the other day and never did. It got really cloudy but never rained. But usually, once summer comes in Orlando, every day, and it's almost like clockwork, every day around like 3 o'clock or like 3:15 in the afternoon, it rains, and it rains for like 15 minutes and then stops. And it's like every day, it's like clockwork. I've never been anywhere like it, but here it's on a timer. It's really cool. I didn't read the last comment. I'm sorry. Um, oh, I love photography. I love being able to I love to create. I love to have an idea of a story that I want to tell and then meet somebody. And usually, like the models that I've used for my photography, and you can go see my photography on jaredjohns.com, but the models I've used, I didn't know them. Like, usually they were people that I met through, like, porridge is like cream of wheat. Yeah, okay. And to me, grits are like cream of wheat, but it's totally different things, I guess. But anyway, I the guys that I've used in my photos have always been like just random people from like Grinder or Adam or people I met through like when I was traveling that wanted to be a part of a series, and I just create a series randomly. But I love it. I love that. I love being able to throw together a series of photos or even write up a story and it just work. It feels good. Have you tried Marmite on toast? I'm not. Simon says, "Have you tried Marmite on toast?" I don't know what that is. Is that like? Yeah, I don't know what that is. If I have toast, I usually will put either butter. Jim says, "Gag." Okay. I will either put butter or I will put grape jelly or I'll put peanut butter. Grits is hominy corn. Cream of wheat is wheat and milk. Yeah, I prefer cream of wheat. Like I grew up with cream of wheat, and then I met Stafford, uh, and his family had grits, and for the first time ever, I had grits with him, and I was like, this is like cream of wheat, except for he put salt and butter in his. Simon says it's a black yeast thing, strong flavor. Marmite, is that like Vegemite? Um, but he put salt and butter in his grits, and I put like sugar and butter, like you would or like I would for cream of wheat. And he just thought it was the weirdest thing that I was putting um, salt or I was putting sugar and butter in it. And then one day, um, he put the salt and the butter in it, and then like he always wanted me to make like bacon and sausage and like eggs, like scrambled eggs, and then he would take the bacon and sausage and scrambled eggs, put it on a fork, and then take that and dip it into the grits and then eat it that way. And he's like, you should try it. And I was like, no, that's disgusting. Like, who wants to have like something like savory like that for breakfast? Like, and he's like, you should try it. And finally, he finally butter. James says butter and salt and pepper in it. Yeah, he may have put pepper in his. I'm not for sure. And then, but finally, he convinced me to do it. It is so good. It was so good. Like, I don't know. I was just like, this is amazing. And then um, one year we went to uh, Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, and they had shrimp and grits. It's like one of the best things I've ever had. And I, the crazy part about that is that I don't like hominy. Jim says, aren't beans and mushrooms and tomatoes a breakfast food? What? No, beans and mushrooms for breakfast? I don't know, but I can't judge. Like, I really didn't like uh, grits to begin with, and then like I came around to it. But um, I don't like hominy. We would have hominy in school growing up, and James says in the UK, yeah, in the UK, I think that they do things differently for like breakfast and stuff. But and I know people that can eat a lot of savory stuff for breakfast. I am not. It's just not what I'm really accustomed to. Well, I guess biscuits and gravy are kind of are savory, but Simon says I like poached egg on toast or a full English breakfast. I like the is like I'm dumb, but the UK is like where they have like the sausage, but I don't remember what it's called, and that's really good. What else? Ken said I've had grits that were baked and then cut into sticks, then breaded and fried. Now those were good. Simon says black pudding. Uh, James says blood sausage. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard it called that, but maybe. And I don't know. I just like sausage in general. It's good. Um, what else do I love? Jim says the first place I saw in the UK was Burger King on the M4. It's so peaceful. Do you hear like the frogs? Now they're quiet. As soon as I say something, it's like really quiet. Jim says very British. It's so peaceful here. I'm gonna sleep so good. I love it. Okay, I think that's all I have for tonight. Um, if you're watching this video later, please like and subscribe. If you're watching now, like for sure. Like 4 people are here, only 3 like. That's horrible. It's fine. Um, be sure to subscribe and follow me on like Twitter, which is MicroJair, Instagram, which is Jared Johns, and Snapchat, which is Jared Johns. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.